Have you ever walked away from a night out with friends and thought, why do I still feel alone? Not because anything went wrong, not because anyone was unkind, but because, somewhere inside, you felt strangely invisible even while laughing, talking, and showing up exactly the way you were supposed to. If that question hits a little too close to home, you're not broken. You're not dramatic. You're living out a pattern that began long before adulthood ever arrived. There's a quiet kind of loneliness that doesn't wait for solitude. It follows you into crowded rooms. It sits beside you at the dinner table. It lingers behind every smile you've learned to rehearse. And beneath it all is a truth you may have never said out loud. No one actually knows me. The paradox of being surrounded but unseen. For many adults, loneliness doesn't look like isolation. It looks like belonging on paper but not in the body. You show up, you engage, you listen, you contribute. On the outside, you're socially connected. On the inside, though, something feels hollow. You learned early that being too honest, too emotional, or too yourself came with consequences. Maybe love felt conditional. Maybe approval depended on your behavior. Maybe being fully seen led to embarrassment or dismissal. So you adapted. You became good at reading the room. You became even better at editing yourself. And the very skill that once protected you, your ability to sense, adjust, and blend, has become the thing that keeps you at a distance from the intimacy you crave. It's not that you don't want to be known. It's that some part of you doesn't believe it's safe. The hidden architecture behind this loneliness. What you're experiencing isn't random. It has a structure, psychological, emotional, and even neurological. Let's break it down. 1. Hypervigilance. Growing up in environments that felt inconsistent or emotionally unpredictable teaches a child to scan constantly. You became an expert at sensing tone, tension, and unspoken rules. As an adult, even in safe relationships, your nervous system doesn't know how to relax. You're still watching, still interpreting, still managing everyone's emotional climate. 2. The false self. Donald Winnicott described this as the version of you built to keep you acceptable. It's the polite you, the agreeable you, the composed you, the you who never risks being too much. It's a brilliant survival strategy until it starts costing you the feeling of being genuinely connected. Because when people connect with your mask, the real you remains untouched. 3. The default mode network on overdrive. Your brain's introspective network becomes hyperactive, looping through self-analysis, replaying conversations, questioning your value. It's like having a narrator in your mind constantly whispering, "Was I too quiet? Did I say something weird? Do they actually like me?" This mental noise becomes a wall between you and the present moment. Put these three together, and you get a person who functions socially, but cannot feel connected while doing it. The emotional cost no one sees. Outwardly, you seem fine. More than fine, you seem composed, supportive, thoughtful. But internally, there's a quiet suffering. The fatigue of never exhaling fully. The discomfort of inhabiting your own skin in social spaces. The grief of feeling like a translation of yourself instead of the original. Jung once said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." For many adults, that privilege was traded away for safety long before they knew they were doing it. There's a unique sadness in knowing you've built a life where people are close, but not close enough to touch the real you. It's not a fear of others. It's a fear that the real you won't hold up under the light. If you've lived this pattern long enough, it starts to leave fingerprints in every area of your life. You might recognize yourself. You feel lonelier after social events than before them. You replay conversations repeatedly, searching for what you should have done differently. You prefer giving support rather than receiving it. Being helped feels threatening. You're easy to talk to, yet no one truly knows you. You panic at being vulnerable. Connection feels earned, not natural. Your body stays tense even in safe environments. Shoulders tight, breath shallow. None of this means you're flawed. It means you learned to protect yourself in a world that didn't make authenticity feel safe. But those protections, once necessary, are now outdated armor. Loneliness, in this context, isn't a lack of friends. It's a lack of congruence. A gap between who you are and who you're allowed to be. Healing this kind of loneliness doesn't start with being more social. It starts with being more you. The transformation begins when you stop judging the pattern and start witnessing it. When did I learn that my real self wasn't welcome? What part of me is still trying to prove I deserve to be here? What would it feel like to let someone see me, not the version I polished, but the version I hide? This is where self-witnessing comes in, observing your reactions with compassion instead of criticism. Because before others can know you, you must know yourself again. The path back to yourself. Healing is not about forcing confidence or tearing down your boundaries. It's about gentleness, reclamation, and truth. Inner child work helps you reconnect to the self that learned suppression out of necessity. Shadow work brings home the parts you disowned, your needs, desires, anger, creativity. Choosing softness teaches your nervous system that safety doesn't require shrinking. Kierkegaard wrote, "The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you can never have." But here is the quiet miracle. The future you thought you lost, the one where you feel known, is still possible. It's waiting for the moment you decide to stop hiding. You are not strange for feeling lonely in a group. You are not failing at friendship or connection. You are simply waking up from a lifetime of self-erasure. This is your invitation to return to yourself, to stop performing safety, to start living in truth. Because real connection doesn't begin when others finally see you. It begins the moment you stop disappearing.